What's up, fam? It's Tanya talking Tanya J Miller LLC. You guys know we do life, we do leadership, we do it unapologetically on purpose. That means every day we are trying to help you to figure out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together so you can do life right and you can do it well. As you can see, I have my daddy here, the apostle, Dwight Franklin. I want to say, if today's Monday 13, Tuesday 14, Wednesday 15, 16. Okay, so Friday is his birthday, so we will talk about it. Yes. But today I just wanted to kind of just even highlight the fact that literally, as I said, figuring out how to fit the puzzle pieces of life together. That's literally what we've been talking about. You see the apostle today, you see the man today, then you see the father, the husband, the friend, the brother, all of that. But we're telling you about what it took to get here. We're telling you about, the times that he was getting in trouble, when he got in trouble with the law. We're telling you about the times when he tried to give his life to Christ the first time, but it didn't work. But luckily he came back a second time not too long later, and then he had some people along the way, aka his sister and my mom, that really helped us to bring that relationship with Christ, not necessarily them, but the relationship with Christ even stronger. And so today I just kind of want to talk from you guys as far as a business side of things, an entrepreneur side. A lot of people ask me, Tanya, how did you end up doing this? Like, what were you thinking? What was your plan? All of that. And I was like, honestly, it was probably my DNA. And they were like, what? I said, oh yeah, my daddy been an entrepreneur my whole life. And they be like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I said, he been an entrepreneur and he's been a preacher or pastor my whole life. I was born in the both. And so y'all heard me talk about the pastor and the preacher, but now I want to talk to you guys about the entrepreneur. And so I can literally, and y'all, he actually changed straight up careers in the middle of, we was shocked. Let me tell you, but I'm gonna let him tell y'all. But what was your first career, your first start out in entrepreneurship for real? What was that?
Let's do it like this. I started as a mechanic probably at the age of 15, which would have been.
You was a mechanic?
Mechanic, yeah.
Are you sure? Because I heard other stories about your mechanicing.
Yeah, well, some of those are true too. But
I heard other ones.
I went to what was the Ontario school, but it turned into a trade school. So I took 6 months, got my little certificate there, graduated as a mechanic. I was building engines at the age of 15, 16 years old, taking them apart, putting them together.
And making them faster.
Yeah, and making them faster, drag racing.
The faster.
Yeah, that was before I got saved.
No. Because you was drag racing when I was still alive.
Let me say this to you.
Okay.
That was then, but then, I still drive a little fast every now and then. They shift the speed limit up to 7 miles an hour. When you get out west, it goes up to 80. Mm-hmm. So, so I still drive. But, then I drove with literally no nerves. But now, when that speed I'm get to going over, I get to thinking. A tie, a blowout. But see, then I didn't care. The faster it go, the better I feel. But anyway, mechanicing, I did that. Mm-hmm. I worked on cars for like 40 plus years, and I enjoyed that. But in the middle of that, I started driving buses cross country, and I enjoyed that too, driving the bus. So in doing that, I said, okay, I really like to own my own bus, and I still would, but from the mechanicing, I left the sector of working on cars for companies, and I started working on it for myself. I did road service, which is going out, jumping cars, changing tires.
Like AAA, roadside service,
I did,
insurance.
Yeah, like AAA, but they had Montgomery Ward's Auto Club. They had AT&T, and also I did. I did work for Southwestern Bell, so I kind of got in a spot where God just really blessed, and for some people say it has taken me 2 or 3 years to make a profit. First year we returned a profit, and I had a little yellow Pinto station wagon.
The most embarrassing car ever.
The most embarrassing car. Made us a lot of money, took care of them, put a lot of bread on the table, paid a lot of bills. But from there I went to a quick lube. Did the quick lube for X number of years, and then after about 4 more years of that, 2 years into my pastoring, then the Lord shifted, and I went at the age of 50 something and started doing construction. You know,
Told us he wasn't working on that one more car.
said I'm done with them cars. I am done with.
But he ain't give us no warning.
Cars. I mean, it's just like, okay, God. I said, if this is what I need to do, I do it, and I just, I just stepped out of it, not knowing whether I would actually be sustained of the family through construction, but I did it. Listening to God. I guess that was my call, like Abraham, going to a far country. But I did it, and God blessed it over and over again. And then the housing market fell, and when that fell, I didn't have no customers, so I couldn't go back to mechanicing. And cars had progressed quite a bit. So the next step was, I said, let me sell this stuff that I got, all this construction stuff. And I started selling. So I went to the flea market and I started selling stuff at the flea market.
That came from my mud deal, y'all. That's in
that
the
came
DNA.
from mud deal, yeah.
Garage sale, flea market, swap meet, baby shooter.
I would have never thought I could make a living at the flea market. But people will buy literally everything. They'll buy a broke shoe. Yeah, so I see something, and that increased, and y'all just keep on opening doors. So what we have to do, and then I'm gonna cut mine as short as I can. What we have to do is we have to listen at God. God said He would provide what we need. The birds are there, He feed them. The lilies of the field, they toil not. So God, and the ravens, He even feed them too. So what we have to do, we have to be in a position of where God can speak to us and tell us what our next meal is, what our next promotion in life is. So we have to be there where we can hear God and see if you're not listening at God, then you might be in a place where you don't need to be.
So y'all hear that? We talked a lot about, just your relationship with Christ and even others, but I wanted to make sure today and tomorrow we talk about the man that's also the entrepreneur and the one that not only that does he hear from God and hear from heaven for others, but he does the same with his businesses that he's ran and done for many years. And he's still doing the same now. So you might want to plug in if you're trying to figure out what your next is. I'm just saying, y'all. All right? Peace.